On a deadly 15-car pileup on I-55. We want to take you to some pictures and video of that scene out there that we have been receiving from viewers into our newsroom. A very devastating scene. Again, we were told about 15 cars are involved. There are a number of people as well. There are reported supposed injuries that we are trying to confirm at this time. But again, one person is dead. You see there on your screen just how devastating this is. People unable to move. We do have one of our reporters, Leah McNeil, who is as close as she can get. Again, I-55 is shut down. The spillway leading up to I-55 completely shut down. And we're going to check in with her now to find out exactly what she is hearing from police there who are on the ground. Leah, what's the very latest you can give us?
Well, Brianna, I just spoke to a St. John the Parish deputy, and he told me that it is an all-hands-on-deck situation to try and close the surrounding highways leading up to that deadly crash. I mean, we are now hearing, he told me that they are working multiple 18-wheeler fires. That is part of the reason why we're seeing even more of a haze in this area. I'm about 15 minutes from where that crash actually happened. This is about as close as they will let us get. But they tell me the smell that we're smelling in the air, it just smells like just char and ash. You see some of the vehicles that are driving off behind me to go work that crash site. We've seen quite a few fire and rescue folks head back that direction toward I-55 where that crash is happening right there. You just see them disappear off in the fog, just to show you how dense this fog really is. St. John the Parish deputies do tell me that there were some vehicles that were caught on fire as a result of this crash, so that is adding to this dense fog that we're seeing in this area. It's also just adding to the smell. It just smells like char and ash and very, very hazy, very foggy out here. You can hear the sirens in an active emergency situation. You see a lot of these vehicles. This is a normal sight we've been seeing all since we've been out here for about the past 15 minutes. Again, this is about as close as we are able to get to that area. Now, the St. John the Parish deputy, he did tell me that I-55 is completely shut down. They're also working with some sheriff's deputy over in Tangipahoa Parish to make sure that I-55 on their end is shut down in both directions. And they're also going to be shutting down the I-10 eastbound right at I-51 where that area merges, just to kind of keep everyone out of this area, because you can see, Brianna, it is a very active scene. We've seen dozens of St. John the Parish deputies, even state troopers. Even we were on our way out here to try and get to this area. They had actually had I-10 West shut down. You had to take 310 in order to get on about your way. But as you can see, this is an all-hands-on-deck effort from law enforcement all across our area, really trying to make sure that everyone stays safe. And of course, they can handle this scene with care, because again, there are fatalities with this massive crash that we saw on I-55. Brianna?
Leah, we understand that something like this can take hours to clear up. Are you hearing any idea from law enforcement there on ground when they expect to get this investigation going or have anything cleared up? Do you know how long they expect it to be completely shut down?
Well, as of right now, Brianna, the last I heard is that they are just trying to untangle those cars. I know you all showed some pictures, and a lot of these cars are just mangled and wrapped around each other. So they are really taking the time to unpack this scene to make sure all those who have injuries are treated, and make sure, of course, that those who lost their lives in this crash are also treated with care. They're trying to get everyone out of this area as safely as they can. But at this time, we do not have a clear picture of when all of these roadways will be back open again. They just urge everyone to drive with caution if you do have to be in this area right now. And if you can just stay out of this area altogether, of course, that would be preferred as officers continue to work this scene.
That fog is certainly scary to be driving in, and devastating as we look more at the videos and pictures here. Leah, thank you so much for giving us that update. We're seeing trucks on top of other vehicles, just devastation as Leah showed us there. So we're going to continue to follow this for you. We are hearing from our traffic anchor, Colleen Seeley, who's in the newsroom now in the studio, working very hard to get more updates and hear from people and get those updates to us on air. Again, traffic is shut down, she's saying now, with the spillway in both directions. Of course, an alternate would be the causeway, but as we told you throughout the morning, there is still that fog advisory there as well. If If you don't need to be on the roadways, the clear message from law enforcement is please just stay home. We know that's not always possible. We'll continue to update you on this story. Again, state police saying there is one fatality, at least 3 18-wheelers there battling a fire, and as much as possible as 15 vehicles involved in this deadly car pileup. So we'll continue to update you on air and online. I'm Brianna Boudreau, live here in the WWL studio.